You know, there's people getting on the bus when the bus isn't even doing walking speed. I mean, why would you do that? How can this many people be this stupid all at the same time? Now, let's say, for example, this guy here, the guy with the tree stuff. He's got no choice but to bring his pickup and his trailer, because he's got all of his stuff in to cut the trees down. Almost every other single person here could be on a bicycle. So go up there with the rubbish truck. Okay, he's got to be here. See the amount of fuel that person just wasted, the acceleration. I mean, what a numbnut. I don't think she's gonna get to wherever she's going before she crashes into the person in front. Okay, so there's somebody in a van, fair enough. You know, I mean, they've got to take the van. The van's vital. Just another flipping Mini with baby on board in the back isn't. I mean, how far are you going? Going all the way to Reading? If you're going all the way to Reading, it'd be quicker on a bike. Plus, it'll save your gym membership. And there's people, I swear to God, they just give up. I mean, where did she go? She's turning left there. Oh, there she goes again. Just managed to stop in time. She's going to run out of fuel before she gets where she's going. Now, I mean, it takes me probably 40 minutes to get to the place I need to be at. And that thing there, the climate control vehicle, if everyone else was on a bike, it would take him 3 minutes. Except for the tree guy, who's got a terrible problem with the bearings or his fan belt or something. Which we think a bloke in a pickup would have sorted out by now. Oh, getting a bit jittery. And Iceland guy, of course, he's delivering food to people. He's got no choice. And that, to me, is the future. One van delivering all the food to all the people. See, the bus that bloke got on all that time ago has only just caught us up. So why did he get on it? He'd have been in front of us the whole time. And what kind of advert is that? Thinking about divorce? Come and have sex with one of our lawyers. Of course, a huge part of the reason all this is happening is volumes of people. And it's very difficult to understand. Because I can tell you now that this is one of the worst places to live in the entire world. You're up to your eyeballs in usury every day of every minute. Nobody cares about anyone. Nobody has a shared religion, a shared culture, a shared language. Everybody hates each other. It's a horrible place to live. I mean, compared to living somewhere like, you know, rural Northern Ireland, this place is a dump. And it costs 100 times as much to live here. And see, this is the fastest moving vehicle we're going to see today, and it's a bloke jogging. See why there's so many fuel places? Because you can literally run out of fuel. There's people going through residential roads to get ahead. Mercedes, obviously. No one else is that greedy. Of course, that causes bad will. You see them all speed up. Or was it a BMW? Same thing. Oh God, don't let them out. Oh, they did. Actually, might even be a Jag. It's our first cyclist of the day. And he'll be there in a quarter of the time of anyone else. I just want to make it absolutely clear that we are walking too late to get to school. These are not school mums. These are just people who nowadays, post-COVID, get away with showing up at work at 10 o'clock. And it's made absolutely no difference because there's twice as many people as there were before COVID because they built so many houses. And see how much people hate this place. They sort of tag it on the wooden fences like dogs urinating. And I was here. Ugh. And what anybody says is up to is only in the knowledge of the pissing dogs. Once you get past this bit here with a whole new housing estate's been added, things start to become a bit more civilised. But it's just about volume of people living in a place that nobody wants to live in. Because everyone's in so much debt and they're sold so many lies about quality of life that this is a quality of life. I would rather be living under a corrugated iron shelter in Mumbai than live here, as I very well soon will be doing. Because my brother conned me out of my home 27 years ago. Now all of the aggression that's been building up for the last half an hour to walk up that road or drive up that road, I mean, I would say that's walking speed really, is suddenly taken out. So everyone shoves their right foot down to use up as much electricity and oil as possible. What condition the planet's going to be in after all this lithium becomes completely useless, I have no idea. Lithium's a rare earth metal. It's in the same. It's not a halogen. It's like sodium and rubidium and cesium and francium, all those horribly dangerous metals. But of course it is also, of course, capable of making salts with things like chlorine. So perhaps that'll be a way to safely get rid of it in the future, is to mix it with poisonous gas. See, now things are starting to lighten out now. It's mostly just the professional drivers. People doing Ubers and things like that. I mean, who the heck would want to be inside a car today anyway? I mean, look at it. This is England. Do you know how many days a year we get like this? We get about 6. Now, you've got to be careful here, because just because they're indicating doesn't mean that's where they're going. Okay, I think we're safe. And this is what used to be here before all these roads and houses. I've just got to ask myself, is technology ever a good thing? I mean, the word we use, technology, we use it to mean things like cars and planes. We don't use it to mean things like marijuana or DMT or ayahuasca, which is a far more advantageous technology to humankind. I mean, what does a car do? It just means they build everything too far away for you to walk to. I mean, if you took a car out to society, what would actually happen? Well, either people would start cycling to their ballet lessons, or the ballet lessons would become closer. And I just can't see either of those things really being that significant a problem. Now, of course, the news is full of all these weirdo child kidnapping, sex pervert scum. But I mean, as far as I can tell, that's mostly the rich. It's not normal people. They're not sort of wandering around trying to kidnap kids. So they make out that there's lots of people who are, to try and cover up the fact that sociopathy and psychopathy are connected with... But because, to want to take advantage of a child, you have to have zero empathy, and most people don't have zero empathy. Most people are normal people. Only people with zero empathy tend to be highly successful, backstabbing rats who tend to do things like run countries or work on Wall Street. Which is, of course, why this whole Epstein list is so... Well, I don't want to use the word ridiculous, because of course it's important, but this has been going on forever. With monarchs and barons and, people sending out their henchmen to steal the best looking girls of the village, probably most of whom are 12. I think that's just where it began. That the rich don't see why they should have to abide by the laws of consent and adulthood. And Mossad just use it as a blackmailing system. And that's how things like the mass murder of Palestinian children just go on and on and on. Because Mossad have got dirt on everyone. Every single one of these leaders. So where does this leave me, the man on the street? Here's the street. That's my shadow. I'm on the street. Well, I have nothing. I have no money, I have no car, I have no home. I'll soon be dead. And the world will be better off without me. The only shame of it is that this will continue. This madness. Because people are so stupid. Because these people, they go to things like universities, so they think they're intelligent. When they're just, 2 generations from being a coal miner. They're exactly the same people. You can still get them to do anything you want. And now what they want them to do is drive all these stupid cars around. But what I found most confusing of all is all the shareholders of all these things, the money makers, the people who don't work, who really have pots and pots of money. It's destroying the planet for their children too. But because they're insane, they don't care. I just wish that we could freeze the human race, just freeze it instantly right now for 10,000 years so that it's frozen in time, so that no harm could come to it, because it would be unchangeable, it would be static in time. And in 10,000 years I don't think you'd even be able to find civilization anymore in terms of technology. I mean, this stuff here, the rate it would grow is beyond anything you can imagine. If ever you go to a London station in summertime, it's particularly at the end of summer, one of the things you'll notice is the whole place is totally overrun with weeds and nettles and dandelions and lilacs and all kinds of things. And a bloke needs a machine to get rid of it. And in 10,000 years, all the New York subways would be full of weed, would collapse in, the roads would become lopsided, the skyscrapers would crash into one another and collapse and smash the heck out of everything underneath them. And there isn't much else in a lot of big cities. All the smaller stone buildings, I mean, you might find some of their foundations, but not much else. I mean, look at how ropey the pyramids look after 4,350 years. Our civilization would be completely gone. And then you could just release them from their stasis. And their car wouldn't be able to move anywhere because it'd be surrounded by trees. The whole of this country would be nothing but woodland. And what would they do then? I mean, what would a car really be? It would just be a small, comfortable house. It got too hot in the sunlight, but it'd be protected by the canopy of the trees anyway. All these roads would be gone, the plants would break through them. Plants actually produce something called oxalic acid, which enables them to eat straight through stone. There's examples of birds using it in nature. They take the twigs off of the end of trees and use the oxalic acid to dig holes into rock and then live inside the rock. Look how ugly everything we make today is. Now they whitewash it. It's just totally flat. Mindless. I mean, that is the house that a 5-year-old would draw. I mean, would you even need an architect to build that? You just need a bricklayer and a space for the windows. There's just zero intelligence. It is as ugly as it could be through how demented it is. Just over there we have a motorway. I'm not sure which one is A329, M4, one of those two. Just as many people charging up and down it to go to some job they hate, to get back to a house they hate, to live a life they hate. And until we throw out usury, litigation, and what the law has become, which is a prison, until we throw out all of these things, these people are never going to be happy again, because they are broken. These people are broken. They have given up on everything and they don't even know it. And you can hear by the way they speak. Never-ending noise. Just imagine how different the world would be with just without this never-ending noise. The electric cars make no difference. All the noise comes from the tyres on the concrete. The only thing you'd hear would be bird song. For some reason that bird stopped singing as soon as I said the word bird song. Oh, it started again now. Even when they're 100 meters away, they're still the loudest thing you can hear. It's just non-stop assault on your peace of mind. It is absolute madness.